For nearly a decade, a handful of veteran rosters held a firm grip on the entire Western Conference. But as that old guard begins to age out, it has created a massive power vacuum at the top of the NBA. The Minnesota Timberwolves have moved aggressively to fill that void. They aren't waiting for a future opportunity. They've built a roster designed to dominate the league right now. Meanwhile, the San Antonio Spurs are constructing something entirely different around Victor Wembanyama, a young core with the kind of physical tools that could dictate the league's future. This specific matchup served as a stress test for both trajectories. It was a chance to see if Minnesota's current success is sustainable and exactly how close San Antonio is to becoming a consistent threat. The results of this game provide a clear look at what happens when a team optimized for today collides with a roster still learning to harness its potential. Minnesota established their presence immediately. From the opening tip, they dictated the pace, moving the ball with precision and attacking the paint with high-percentage looks. Anthony Edwards acted as the spearhead for that aggression. His ability to apply constant pressure on the San Antonio defense forced the Spurs into a reactive style of play from the very start. Defensively, the Timberwolves were just as active. Their length and rotations forced early turnovers, preventing the Spurs from finding any consistent offensive rhythm in the first half. This is what a mature contender looks like. Instead of reacting to their opponent, they impose their own system and execute their game plan with total confidence. Minnesota's early performance suggested they are no longer just a collection of talent, but a deliberate championship system that knows exactly how to win. Despite that pressure, San Antonio showed they wouldn't fold easily. Their young core used quick ball movement to manufacture open looks, even against Minnesota's elite defense. Victor Wembanyama was the catalyst for that resilience. His sheer physical presence in the paint disrupted shots and secured rebounds that shifted the momentum of the game several times. While they lack veteran polish, the Spurs rely on raw athleticism and sudden flashes of high-level play, the hallmarks of the super team still in its developmental phase. Those momentum-shifting plays electrified the arena, showing how a young team's energy can briefly overwhelm even the most disciplined opponents. The Spurs proved that while they are still finding their identity, their ceiling is high enough to make them dangerous in unpredictable bursts. The second half became a volatile back-and-forth battle. Both teams traded massive runs, with clutch baskets on one end being immediately answered by high-energy plays on the other. This data illustrates the execution gap when pressure peaks, comparing a veteran team's steady output against a younger team's closing minute fluctuations. Minnesota leaned on composure and smart passing to take back control, while San Antonio's biggest challenge remains closing out games under pressure. Raw talent kept the Spurs competitive until the very end, but Minnesota's ability to execute their system under duress was the deciding factor. This victory reinforces Minnesota's position as a legitimate force in the Western Conference. They showed they can survive an opponent's best run and still come out on top. The rest of the league now has to account for Minnesota's defensive depth and star power as a primary obstacle in any playoff bracket. On the other side, San Antonio demonstrated that their upward trajectory is real. Even in a loss, the individual flashes of brilliance suggest they are closing the gap with the league's elite. As this young Spurs core gains experience, they will become a significant challenge for any veteran team trying to protect their championship window. Do you think Minnesota has the consistency to win a title this year? And how many seasons do you think it will take for San Antonio to become a top 4 seed? Let us know your predictions in the comments. We are watching a league in transition, where the established stars of today are fighting to stay ahead of a new generation that is growing more capable.